What's up, guys? Day Trading Knockouts here. I got another video for you. This is another consultation call with Trae Brigade, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about a specific concept that Trae Brigade will always mention. Bang. So basically, what he's going to be talking about is this concept called the Pareto Principle. I never heard of it before until he told me about this on May 8th, 2023. It's a good analogy to be able to take into consideration with your strategy, or not your strategy, but also overall with your day trading career. It's called the 80-20 rule, where basically 80% of the work, 20% accounts for 80% of the effort and the results that come in a successful company, or something along those metrics, guys. He's going to better able to articulate it because he knows it better than me. But just overall, guys, check out the video and what he says and what he talks about. Again, not my advice. This is Trae Brigade's advice. And overall, again, don't take everything as if everything we talk about will work specifically for you. Be able to filter out what does and what doesn't work for you. But I do think this is an interesting video that will be able to help give you more insight to better your day trading career. So that being said, Day Trading Knockouts out. Stay safe, stay green. Peace out to my fellow millionaire day traders.
So yeah, I think next steps would be like building that data set, building the confidence in the setup with consistently respected stop losses and targets. And then from there, the runners and not being all in or all out, that for me, that's what took it up and over the hump of being kind of like chopping around, breaking. It sounds very similar to your case, to be quite honest with you. Introducing the runners and having some skin in the game as something is unfolding, even if I'm less or more confident in it, is what at the end of the month, when you add everything up, right, there's going to be, I don't know, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3 trades a month that account for 90% of the gains on the month in the account. Mm-hmm. And I'll add a link to this. This is not something market related. It's just a general principle. But have you ever heard of the Pareto distribution, the 80-20 rule?
I have no clue.
No. So no. It's a common. I shouldn't say common, but it's just a principle that's observed across almost any spectrum, where 20% of the input is responsible for 80% of the results.
Okay.
Right. And you can think about this, in a job, for example. Usually there's going to be a small group of employees who are doing a majority of the work and producing a majority of the results, and everybody else, is still like there contributing to the company or whatnot. But you always, you know who the stars of the company are, the people who make the wheels turn, basically.
Exactly.
School projects, there's always going to be a couple of people who really make the project work, and then a couple of people who just screw off and put their name on the paper at the end of the day, right?
There's always that one guy that everybody wants to be their partner with in science.
Yeah, exactly. Another one is just like when it comes to like business results, like outside of employees or school or anything like that, but just like when it comes to results of anything, like if you can maximize the 20% that are driving the 80% of the gains, that's where the growth comes from. A good example would be like a CEO makes strategic decisions. And it seems like, what does the CEO do? All he does is just sit there and think all day, right? He's not actually doing the work, when in reality, he's spending all of his time or her time, whatever, doing or like analyzing how to maximize the results of the 20% of the actions that are driving the company forward. Think about Amazon earnings, for example. The cloud segment is always in the news, but the cloud segment, it doesn't drive any of the profits, basically, of Amazon, right? Mm-hmm. Or was it Google Cloud? I can't remember who just had the first profitable quarter of the cloud segment, but a CEO should be thinking and strategizing, and like it comes back to like, okay, we probably shouldn't be putting all that much effort into the cloud unless we know that there's a long-term plan or something, and it will start to account for 80% plus of revenues or whatever. Just to bring it back to trading, it's like I said, the 3 trades at the end of the month that are going to produce a majority of the gains will likely come from some instance where you had runners and you were able to scale out as you were selling into strength. And that's, that to me is where that's where the tables turn, and you go from slightly profitable, break even, chopping around, to more substantial winners underneath your belt.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, understood.
Cool, man.